Hi, my name is Violet Price. I'm making 2008 style video blogs where I talk about my day and filmmaking, both of which things I did today, basically. I was invited by my producer Kurt to a barbecue, which was really cool because it was one, a beautiful day in LA and a great day to have a barbecue, and two, a lot of the people there were people who were going to work on my movie. Kurt knows a lot of really cool movie people. They believe in truly independent cinema, and they're going to get behind me and help me out. And it was very exciting to get to meet them and shake their hands and just kind of hang out and barbecue and talk about movies. It was very strange to me because it was probably 10 to 15 cis men, and I have not hung out with a cis man, even one, in, I don't know, a very long time. At least 6 months, maybe. I mean, I'm sure I keep thinking there must be one, but then I go through my head and I'm like, okay, then which one? Which one was it? Like, and I can't think of a fella I've hung out with. It's not like there was a moment in my life I got men out of it. It just sort of happened. You know, you naturally find your tribe, and it was very weird. Although not that weird. I grew up in Ohio, and it was very familiar. It was exactly how I remembered it. They were all very nice guys, but it was a different energy than the scene that I perhaps mostly live in, which is crazy people. Crazy non-men. Not to say men aren't crazy. Men are very crazy. But there was this guy there named Bjork, his actual name. Taking it back for men. You know, Bjork could be a man's name too. And he had read my script. He was thinking about line producing it. And it was very exciting to talk to someone who read my script. Very few people had read it. That's the cool thing about independent cinema. My producers read it. I've read it. The actors have read it. That's it. I would love to get notes from like some fabulous writer, but every time I think that, and then someone gives me notes, and as soon as I read the notes, I'm like, no, it was perfect. It only makes me more. I'm very inconfident until someone tells me they don't like something, and I'm like, no, that's perfect. I spent a year on that. That's my thing. So I don't know. It was cool to talk to somebody who read it and who had like a very good memory. They were like, oh, in scene 25, you like referred to this character by this name, but you meant that, and yada yada. And it was very exciting. And also they were like a big Todd Solondz and Paul Verhoeven fan. So we had a lot of like, oh, what's your favorite Verhoeven movie? He had a really interesting Todd Solondz movie. I think Palindromes was high on his list, which I think is a cool choice. Although like, I don't know, they're all fucking crazy. He did not like Dark Horse as much as I did, but I digress. But he had a very candid conversation with me about how ratings work and how censorship actually works in this country. And in this country, you can make any movie you want, but if you want to play it in a theater or an audience to see it anywhere or to stream it, you need to not be NC-17. And I wrote a very NC-17 movie. I'm an uncompromising auteur, after all. And there are 2 sex scenes in my movie, and both of them, I think, are sex scenes like I've never seen in a movie. The whole movie leads up to them. They're incredibly meaningful. They're incredibly emotional. Like a sex scene like this, like, I can't think of an emotional sex scene where people say things while having sex that, like, are the big thing they say in the movie that says it all. Like, and just the opportunity to, like, make a movie like this, I thought was truly beautiful. And when people talk about how movies are bad now, and how they're all drool and how they're all Marvel bullshit, they tend to blame Hollywood. And, you know, blame whoever you want, but I think, as always, the system is the issue. And the system is that you cannot make movies that speak a certain language, that speak to people like they're adults, that have you can have as much violence as you want, fine, but if you want to have 2 people who love each other saying so while they're in the most intimate moment, you simply cannot do that. You have been censored. And we always hear about the annoying type of like Ted Cruz censorship, like, oh, you can't even say faggot on Twitter anymore. The left has gone mad. Like, you know, all that bullshit. But in real life, the things that are being censored are like art. Like are the kind of art that I make, the kind of art that people like me would make if we were allowed to. I've also been raging about the fact that I'm making a movie about how I hate capitalism, but I cannot say Star Wars. I cannot say Marvel. I cannot say Google. Like all the to even acknowledge the things that we all know suck. Facebook. I mean, the list is easy. It's fucking tattooed on our hearts, right? We all know who the enemies are, but you aren't even like, how are you supposed to make a movie attacking capitalism when you have to say like, oh, I schmoogled it on my like B phone? Like it's just like castrated. It's weak. You aren't even. How are you supposed to stand up to someone when you can't even say their name? You know, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. He told me today that if you are a bad guy in a movie, Mac will not let you use an iPhone. If someone has an iPhone in a movie, they are a good guy. You can tell that now immediately in the first scene if they dial on their iPhone. If they have an Android or it's blacked out, they're going to be the bad guy at the end. And that is, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of my pet thing that I hate, like censorship in art. When I'm like in the most auteur, the most independently funded film, realistically, if I want to have the people I'm working with be paid or have the work I'm making be seen and connect with people, even in my situation where I'm paid for it entirely by Kickstarter and like people who believe in me, like off the table to like have a meaningful sex scene and say the word Star Wars, like period. Like we wanted to get my lead actor send me a picture of her in these cute like Bart Simpson shorts, and we aren't even allowed to wear like her cute shorts that she wears with her girlfriend. Like we're not even allowed to like wear the clothes we wear. Like how are you supposed to make a movie about your life if you can't even wear, if you have to wear like a white, it's bullshit. And the rating thing, you know, I'll make two different versions. I'll shoot an R-rated version and an NC-17 version. I'll submit it. I'll do, because like I don't have a choice. Like even me, like even someone who's independently financed and independently driven, who has a lot of passion for it, like I want my people who believed in me enough to give me money to get their money back, plus a little. I want the people I work with to be paid. I want the actors who are giving me so much to make my work to succeed in life. And in order for me to do that, I have to make the sacrifice that I can never say, I can't make fun of Star Wars, even though fucking somebody should. Like, or at least just acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say for Loco, I have to say for Schmoko. I can't say Otis Schmunkmeyer, I have to say Schmotis Schmunkmeyer. I have to baby talk, you know, like my raged out, like, anyway. The ratings in particular were annoying, because like, I really wanted to shoot the sex scene I wanted to shoot the way I wanted to. And also, who knows what else I'm going to have to cut. Like, I have a scene where they torture a cop. Violence is okay, but like the way they rate movies is they have 20 random people come in and say if they like it or not. You know what I mean? Am I going to pull one dude who's like, you got to back the blue? Like, maybe. Then do I resubmit it? Like, the whole thing is arbitrary and designed specifically so that you are forced to self-censor yourself, which is what I have to do. I'm going to push it. I'm going to go hard. There's going to be an unrated and rated version, but what is this fucking bullshit? Can't I just make a fucking movie here? Can't I just say something? I definitely can't fucking use my cool Bart Simpson shorts. That is fucking censorship. Anyway, I don't want to rage on about it, but it has been something that bothers me so much. Like, art is so important and all of it is shitty, and a lot of it's because you're not legally allowed to say anything that matters. Period. Not period. You can make other comments, but the things that truly matter, there's a reason they're illegal. The reason they're illegal is because if they weren't, you know, I don't know. I don't want to get like all like, man, the powers that be don't want you to hear what I'm saying. But I mean, I dealt with censorship on Twitter. I did not know this. I was promoting my trans movie, and it came out halfway through my campaign that the word trans is 10x boosted. I'd have people believe in me, calling huge favors. These like 250,000 million accounts would retweet me, and I get like 1,000 impressions. Which, when you're having someone with 1 million people reach and you're getting like no responses, no one's going to my Kickstarter. Like, what's going on here? And it came out, and then I had to do this dumbass bullshit where it'd have to be like a movie so controversial that I can't even say what it's about. And then it's like, is this the world we live in? Like, you can't even talk. I can't even say the word transgender on Twitter. I can't say trans. I can't say like lesbian. I'm making a movie about lesbians. Like, I'm not allowed to say that. I have to say, I have to imply it. Like, the amount of censorship, and that's the only way you can do it. Twitter is the public sphere. There's no alternative. I'm not going to walk down the street and shout on the red. They are the public square. It's just been so frustrating that art like this is systematically censored and oppressed. And I haven't even started shooting yet. And I'm already facing like funding issues, marketing issues, content issues, and like the basic themes are like off limits. I'm a bad fae. Anyway, I wanted to bitch a little, but I feel like it's a topic more people should be bitching about and more people should be thinking about. Like, I don't hear anyone talk about, I mean, the thing is because everyone making movies is corporate. That's why movies are drool. Like, and like the last daring filmmakers, I mean, you still like, I haven't seen a good movie that had 3 sex scenes in it in my life. Like, not that it was rated R. I mean, anyway, I mean, maybe you have an issue with sex and like you agree with that, but like, anyway, I wanted to bitch a little. Thank you for listening to me. Boom shakalaka. That's my new outro. Boom shakalaka. Oh no, my remote. Cool. Boom shakalaka.